They also had, I think, like a seating chart too. And next day got to the venue and the sister of the bride let me know. She said, "Oh, we have some people that we moved to a different table." And I said, "Okay, not a problem." I was like, "Let me know the information."
Hi there. How do you customize your wedding planning package so you get and only pay for the items that you need out of your wedding planning? Well, we have today Natasha at Tailored Memories that would tell you exactly how you can do that. Hi, this is Jillian with DC Weddings with Jillian. Stay tuned. Tell us a story of something that came up at the last minute that really was, something that should have been thought through and done months before, but that
Mhm.
at the last minute came in and to threaten the whole thing, but you were able to pull it out of a hat.
Sure. So I had a wedding during COVID, actually. It was a micro wedding. It was about 30 guests, both sides of the family, and a few friends. They still had a wedding party, five bridesmaids, five groomsmen. This was actually in Leesburg. And actually, what happened, we had the seating chart done. So I like to map everything out when I'm working. This was a day of coordination bride. So I worked with her 6 weeks prior to her wedding. And at the 2 week to 10-day mark, I normally send out an email to all the vendors with the floor plan, with the timeline, logistical information, parking, loading dock information, my contact information, day of coordinator information. So all of that went out 10 days prior to the wedding. And we had all the seating charts and everything mapped out, place cards, and I had this little dietary sticker so the catering staff was aware of the meals. And on the day of the wedding, at the rehearsal, actually, so the father was an hour and a half late for the rehearsal. Both dads were an hour and a half late. So we had to wait. Rehearsal ended late. They had a rehearsal dinner afterwards. They went to that. So they had a later night. And I had collected all of the place cards and I had put the stickers on there. And they also had, I think, like a seating chart too. And next day got to the venue and the sister of the bride let me know. She said, "Oh, we have some people that we moved to a different table." And I said, "Okay, not a problem." I was like, "Let me know the information." So I went to FedEx. I reprinted out the seating chart, got a new frame, redid the place card, put the stickers on it, and nobody would have known that happened behind the scenes. But you just have to plan for the unexpected, and you just never know what can happen. Something is going to happen. And the most important thing is just to keep the bride and groom at ease, calm. And I said, "Don't worry about it. I got it under control." And I've done a few weddings in Leesburg before, so I was familiar with the area, but I always just research the area of where I'm going if it is an area that I'm not familiar with. And just in case for things like that, I always make sure, if there's a Kinko's nearby or FedEx or CVS. But I literally went to FedEx like that morning and reprinted it, went to Michael's, got a frame, and she was like, "Oh, my card box. My mom forgot the card box too." And I said, "Don't worry." Picked up a card box, went back to the venue, and everything worked out beautifully.
Fantastic.